last thing you want is to get caught up in a legal mess over copyright infringement. So let's break it down. Hi, I'm Rachel Lane, the SEO content specialist here at Flower Shop Network.
And I'm Jamie Adams, and my title is Vice President of Strategic Projects and Product Development. But around here, they just call me Mistress of Miscellaneous. Have you ever screenshotted a photo from Facebook and reposted it, or borrowed a quote from a video? Every day we engage and share content, but at what point does borrowing content become a copyright infringement? Let's talk about how you can avoid copyright infringement and protect your shop from costly penalties.
You might find yourself asking, can I use this picture for my website? And the short answer is, it depends. If you didn't take the photo yourself or purchase it from a stock image site, you might not have the right to use it.
The safest way to ensure that you are copyright approved is to take your own photo. But if you can't do that, you can find the owner of the photo you want to use and ask their permission. We suggest, if they grant you permission, that you get some form of documentation.
As a member of Flower Shop Network, and if you are in good standing, you have permission to use our large library of already copyrighted images. You must include that the content is provided by flowershopnetwork.com somewhere on it, and it must be linked to our website. Visit our Terms of Use page to learn more.
Or use royalty-free or licensed stock photo companies like Upsplash, Pixels, or Pixababy.
To avoid a copyright infringement, avoid downloading images from Google or social media without permission, and never assume an image is free, even if there isn't something that clearly states otherwise.
So let's talk about how to check for copyright.
One way to do this is by doing a reverse image search to see where the image came from. To do this, go to Google's homepage and click on the photo icon. Here, you can paste its URL or upload the image. This will pull it where it appears online. Be careful when doing this. It might pull up similar images from the one you are already trying to locate. Also, if you find a picture you like online, you can right-click an image and select Search with Google Lens. Here, it'll pull up a screen similar to the one where you inserted the image yourself. The same warning applies in regard to pulling up similar images or other information.
You also need to check licensing details. There are different types, and you need to make sure you choose the appropriate license for your needs.
Some photos include ownership info in the file's metadata. To check a photo's metadata, right-click on the image file on your computer, select Properties, then click on the Details tab to view the information, like camera settings, date taken, location, and other relevant details. Sometimes this information is stripped once downloaded, but it never hurts to double-check.
You can also look for a watermark. A watermark is a logo, piece of text, or signature superimposed onto an image. If an image has a watermark, you cannot use it without permission.
But remember, just because there's no visible copyright symbol or watermark doesn't mean it is not copyrighted. If you are still not sure, you can also search the U.S. Copyright Office database to identify the image's copyright owner.
Remember, copywriting applies to your content too. If you created something original, it is your intellectual property, and you have exclusive copyright. If someone else copies it or uses it without permission, it is illegal. If you can't get explicit permission, don't use the image. Instead, look for royalty-free or public domain photos. So the next time you're thinking about using an image that's not yours, ask yourself, is it worth it? Are you willing to risk paying up to $25,000 for a penalty?
So be copyright, not copy wrong.